Ooh. You want to go first? You want him to go first?
Second.
Second? Okay, Greece is going to go first. Roasting China! Make some noise for Mark!
China's notorious for producing things that are poor quality, and let me tell you, Jennifer is no exception. I am really looking forward to seeing Jennifer do her 5 minutes tonight, mainly because the average Chinese girl's lifespan is 5 minutes. I'm so certain I'm gonna kill tonight. I'm like a pregnant Chinese woman in labor with a daughter. Thanks to China, there's more youth in Asia than there is youth in Asia. Jennifer's a news anchor, comedian, and actor. You can tell she's Chinese because she doesn't mind being recorded everywhere she goes. Jennifer's like most people who immigrated here from China. She's rich, only raised sons, and is terrified of going back. She's here tonight to do the impossible. And no, I don't mean pass a G2 test. She's here to make Greece look worse than China. Greece is the cradle of democracy. The founders of... I wrote this. Greece is the cradle of democracy. They're the founders of philosophy. They gave the world astronomy. What did China give it? Coronavirus. I bet a lot of you are thinking, oh, China's got a lot of people. I bet they gave the world some good shit. Wrong. China's most notable contributions include CO2 emissions, paper, and car accidents. Roasting China is such a slam dunk, I won't even bring up bad driving again. China's government was caught covering up the severity of the coronavirus outbreak. Turns out the only thing the Chinese government cares if their citizens get or not is information. China and Taiwan disagree over which one is the real China. That country is so full of counterfeits, they don't even know which part of their country is the China's given out $5 trillion in loans to countries across the world. After how much money they've lent out, I'm surprised they're only morally bankrupt. Sorry, I thought we heard a laugh. The Chinese... Okay, well, you're not going to like this one for sure. The Chinese pronounce the letter L like they care about their Muslims. They don't. The Great Wall of China was built thousands of years ago and still functions today, which is the main reason why I don't believe it was made in China. China built the Great Wall to keep the Mongols out. They kept it to keep the Muslims in. Fair? China's been very secretive, building the largest network of concentration camps since World War II. But that might explain why Jennifer's so comfortable killing all around town. China's proven itself to be one of the superpowers of the world. It's just a shame their superpower is child labor. No wonder they have the fastest growing workforce. Did you know that my mouth is so dry right now? This is great. I'm nervous. No, okay, did you know that the kid telephone in China is just the phone they use to recruit more child labor? Alright guys, we're gonna end on this. What do you call the 40-hour work week in China? Child's play.
Mark Coordinatus, everybody! Greece, roasting China. Alright guys, make some noise for Jennifer Shurong, China, roasting Greece.
Okay, first of all, I need to address this driving business, okay? That is out of control. Okay, I got my G2 last summer. Okay, or as I like to call it, my G5. Because that's how many times it took me to get it. But, you know, truly, like, since then, guys, I've only been in 2 accidents. Okay? Oh, that's impressive, right? For someone who drinks and drives. I'm a fucking boss, okay? No, here's the thing. I need to break this because I lived in China. Mark, I wasn't born in China, okay? I was born in Toronto. What the fuck? But you know, I am scared of going back even though people told me to go back all through childhood. That's fine. The point is, you guys, okay, this is I don't know if this is roasting my own country or defending it, but it's a fact, all right? Chinese people are not bad drivers, right? As you heard from Mark, Chinese people just come from China, all right? A country where there is no real value on human life. So the next time you come across a Chinese woman across the wheel and it looks like she's trying to kill you, yeah, she probably is. Okay, and she's doing it for the greater good. Okay? Communism! Communism! Mao Zedong, nada communism! Wednesday! And on that note, let's get to Greece, Latin. The country Greece is an adjective that describes itself. Greece, okay, in case you don't know your geographies, Greece is a country in southeastern Europe, made up of thousands of small islands. And tonight, you're looking at one of them. You know what, guys? This roast has been a challenge, you know? It's not easy finding, like, the weakness of your opponents. You know, like, I might never discover Mark's Achilles heel because his cankles hide them. As Mark mentioned, Greece, we do have a lot to thank Greece for, right? They are the birthplace of modern democracy, philosophy, mathematics, astronomy, and pedophilia. You guys all took philosophy in university. I went to Ryerson. I had to study Plato and Socrates and Aristotle and all that shit. I had to learn about Plato's allegory of the cave. You guys remember Plato's cave? Where people are in there and it's dark and they don't see shadows and they don't know reality until they come out and see the sun. I don't think that's so much like an allegory for the nature of reality, so much as it is just an allegory for the gaping assholes of all the young men those philosophers fucked. And they will never see the light of day because of it. person to represent his country, Greece. Because at one point, you know, he probably tried and then just gave up. Speaking of trying, I did try to do my research for this roast and, you know, check out recent news articles and news stories about Greece, but I couldn't find any. Because like Mark, I guess no one cares. Every year, people from all over the world flock to Greece to visit its famous Parthenon temple. But if they really want to witness some Greek ruins, all they have to do is YouTube Mark doing comedy. Or read about the state of their economy. Either one. There are 12 Greek gods in Greek mythology, and I will tell you that Mark actually has the most in common with the god Zeus. Not because both their last names end in the letter S, but because they both fucked their sister. The god he least resembles might be Poseidon. Poseidon, god of the sea. Mark will never be like him because he will never be able to get anything wet. Spin on the old pussy turntable? No? Okay. I'm a DJ, I'm a ticket. Ibiza, Greece, let's go to the islands, guys. Since the 2002 blockbuster hit My Big Fat Greek Wedding, there have only been 2 movies that have come out about Greece. My Big Fat Greek Wedding 2 and My Big Fat Greek Debt. Oh wait, sorry, that last one wasn't a movie. It's just what Mark's parents call him when he calls them asking for money. They're like, oh, come on, Mark. We're not giving you money. This money is not for Mediterranean diet, clearly. Shit's expensive, man. Olives. Feta cheese, tzatziki, gyro. You know why gyros are so popular? Well, for Greek people. It's not gyro, it's gyro, right? It's pronounced gyro? Gyro. Because it rhymes with zero. It's just easy one to remember. Okay, that was stupid. Guys, going off the weddings, a huge deal in Greek culture, right? It's such a big deal because it's so hard to marry them off. The Greek gods were created with flaws and imperfections as a reflection of Greek people and their overall society. While God created Greek people to prove to everyone else that God can make mistakes. Greece relies very heavily on its tourism industry. They basically invite or allow anyone in, except when it comes to Syrian refugees. Guys, every time I get like a really nasty yeast infection, I will eat a ton of Greek yogurt to remind myself never to fuck a Greek guy again. Did you know this? So I was like zinging myself earlier today. No, this is disgusting. No, I was on Pornhub and I realized that Greek people don't have a category on that website. But if you log on to www.bestiality.com, you will find plenty of them, okay? Guys, how white people feel about basketball is how Greek people must feel about the Olympics. Because even though they created it, they're just watching from the sidelines now. You talked about the coronavirus, China producing the coronavirus. I think if the coronavirus started in Greece, it probably wouldn't spread to the rest of the world. Because Greek people are too poor to travel now. All right, guys, last last one, I'll finish quickly, like my husband. And Mark. Look, I love Mark, and as we can see, as tragic as he is, I still cannot quite call him a Greek tragedy. You know what I mean? Because a Greek tragedy requires its protagonist to have redeeming qualities. And all Mark does is redeem optimum points at Shoppers. Which he's earned by buying boxes of condoms that he will never use. Mark waits around for sex like his country waits around for welfare checks. It never comes, and neither will he.
Jennifer Show! China! Roast in peace! Woo. Oh man, that's a good one. Yeah, hug it out. There we go. Okay guys, moment of truth. Make some noise if you like Greece! Make some noise if you like China!